Magandang araw mga ka-aerial defense, may ibabahagi na naman ako sa inyo. Dahil ngayong araw na ito ay may pag-uusapan tayo tungkol sa ating depensa, Pilipinas nagpadala ng bagong barkong magbabantay sa Escoda Shoal. Pero bago tayo magpatuloy, huwag mo muna kalimutan mag-like, share and subscribe. Mag-comment ka na rin kung taga saan ka para alam namin kung saan umaabot ang aming video. May barko ng papalit sa BRP Teresa Magbanua para magpatrolya sa Escoda Shoal. Ito ang kinumpirma ni National Maritime Council spokesperson Alexander Lopez, subalit tumanggi muna si Lopez na tukuyin kung anong barko ng Philippine Coast Guard ang ipinalit sa BRP Teresa Magbanua. Ayon kay Lopez, kasalukuyang naglalayag na ito at posibleng malapit na ngayon sa bisinidad ng Escoda Shoal. Ang pagpapadala ng panibagong barko ay kasunod ng ibinabang direktiba ni PCG Commandant Ronnie Hill Gavan. Mahigpit din anya ang utos sa kanila ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos na panatilihin hindi lang ang physical presence kundi maging ang strategic presence ng Pilipinas sa lugar. Kabilang sa mga modalities na ito ng AFP at PCG ay ang technical coverage, kung saan kaya pa rin ma-monitor at ma-detect ang anumang illegal na aktibidad sa lugar.
Ang directive ni Pangulo ay i-maintain natin yung ating presence. Pag sinabing presence, strategic presence yun, hindi lang physical presence. I just want to make clear of that, na hindi yung presence natin magpapadala tayo sa barko, hindi yun, sabi ko kanina, napakalaki ng lugar. Actually, mayroon ng directive ang ating commandant, si Admiral Juan, na magpadala na ng barko doon sa vicinity ng Escoda. Bigyan ko lang ng context, no? Kasi akala ng mga kababayan natin, maliit lang yung lugar na isang barko kaya ng monitor. Pag samasamahin mo yung Caloocan, Navotas, Malabon at Manila, ganun kalaki yung Escoda Shoal. So yung presensya na sinasabi natin, our presence there, not necessarily can be covered by 1 or 2 or 3 ships. So ang ating modality para to have our presence there are yung pagpapadala ng barko, isa lang yan. So meron tayong mga technical capabilities to do that also, so that we can monitor, we can detect any illegal activities being conducted there, and if warranted, we will prevent any. No, it's not a withdrawal. To make it clear, we did not withdraw. And hindi rin ito yung naging nakasunduan during the last BCM. Baka akala kasi ng ating kababayan ay bumigay tayo, no? In fact, hindi. Nagmatigas tayo during the meeting sa Beijing that our DFA stated that our presence will be maintained in the show. So it's not a withdrawal. The very primordial reason nun actually is humanitarian, dahil yung mga tao natin nagkakasakit na eh. Diba? During the coverage ng pagdating ng barko, ilan yung nakadextrose, dalawa yung naka-stretcher. So they needed a immediate medical attention.
Nakikipagtulungan din aniya sila sa mga kaalyadong bansa tulad ng Japan at US para sa naturang aspeto. Muli namang nilinaw ni Lopez na humanitarian ang dahilan kung bakit ibinalik sa homeport ang BRP Magbanua, at hindi dahil nag-withdraw na ang Pilipinas sa karapatan nito sa Escoda Shoal. Nabatid na nagkakasakit na ang mga crew ng BRP Magbanua at nangangailangan ng agarang medical attention. Sa kabila ng pag-alis ng BRP Teresa Magbanua sa West Philippine Sea, patuloy pa rin ang pagde-deploy ng Philippine Coast Guard ng mga barko sa pinag-aagawang lugar. Ipinahayag din ito ni Commodore J. Tariela, tagapagsalita ng PCG para sa West Philippine Sea nitong Lunes.
So sa ngayon, sino po yung, or anong ship yung papalit dun sa BRP Teresa Magbanua para magbantay pa rin sa Escoda Shoal dahil nga merong pinaghihinalaang reclamation activities?
These are operational details, no? But one thing that I can report to the public is that the Philippine Coast Guard will continuously deploy our vessels in Escoda Shoal.
Sir, Yusek Lopez mentioned that nagbigay na ng direktiba yung command na siguro nasa laot na yun. Can we confirm if we already have presence right now that replaced Teresa Magbanua?
Let me clarify who mentioned this.
Yusek Lopez yesterday, nagbigay na daw ng direktiba yung ating commandant na siguro nasa laot na yung replacement vessel. So how do we have presence at this moment?
Again, these are operational details. I won't be disclosing it to the public.
Okay. Just a follow-up on that, so repair and maintenance of the Teresa Magbanua, of course, that's one of our most modern ships, and it will be a welcome development if it returns in that area. So what's the timeline we are looking at?
Regarding the timeline of how long it will take for Teresa Magbanwa to be repaired, that is something that we still don't know. Teresa Magbanwa is still in Puerto Princesa, but it's not the final location for her to be repaired. It will move to another place, but I won't be disclosing it to undergo repair. The moment she arrived to the repair facility, that's the only time we can have a definite answer how long it will take. It's for the repair facility to estimate whether it would go to days or even weeks.
And one last, Commodore. Does maintaining presence in Skoda Shoal mean mag-a-anchor ulit tayo or just patrolling presence that we are mentioning?
These are operational details. Whether we anchor or we loiter or we sail within Skoda Shoal, these are operational details. I cannot clearly discuss what are we intend to do. Again, our commitment is to deploy a vessel there, fly our flag there, and that's the only thing I can respond to the question.
Matapos ang mahigit 5 buwan, dumating ang BRP Teresa Magbanua sa isang daungan sa Puerto Princesa, Palawan mula sa Skoda Shoal noong Linggo. Inaangkin ng China ang karamihan sa South China Sea sa kabila ng desisyon ng International Tribunal na walang basehan ang mga assertion nito. At agresibo itong kumilos laban sa mga sasakyang pandagat ng gobyerno ng Pilipinas sa Sabine Shoal at iba pang pinagtatalo ng shoal sa strategic waters. Tinanggihan ni Tariela ang mga paghahambing sa mga kaganapan sa Scarborough Shoal, kung saan natalo ang Pilipinas sa China pagkatapos ng ilang buwang standoff noong 2012.
I think there are different circumstances that you have to compare Skoda Shoal with Bajo de Masinloc. You know, we have been mentioning this yesterday. Skoda Shoal has a total area of 137 square kilometers. For you to visualize how big this area is, it is a combination of cities from Manila, Caloocan, Navotas, and Malabon. That's how big Skoda Shoal is. Now, what is the other significant difference of topography with that of Bajo de Masinloc? Bajo de Masinloc only has one single entrance, and that is the southeast entrance of the lagoon in Bajo de Masinloc. Skoda Shoal is composed of 2 lagoons on the west side and eastern side, and each lagoon has different areas where you can pass through. So this is entirely different. And again, as far as the Philippine Coast Guard is concerned, we have not lost anything. Skoda Shoal, no matter how many instances we intend to go there, we can be able to patrol and deploy our vessel. If the question is, what about before? We were not able to enter, we were successfully blocked by the Chinese whenever we do the resupply to Teresa Magbanua. It is precisely because they know where we are heading. They know that we are proceeding to Teresa Magbanua. That's why they can block the Coast Guard vessels. But right now, there is no reason for us to be blocked. We can go to Skoda Shoal with such total area, and it's almost impossible for the Chinese government to block our intent to patrol the entire vicinity of Skoda Shoal. Again, while we recognize that Skoda Shoal is very critical and strategic for us to sustain our resupply operations for BRP Sierra Madre, it is, once again, I would like to highlight, we have not lost anything. We can still patrol and maintain our presence Skoda Shoal. So there's no difficulty that you are saying since Chinese will be there. Skoda Shoal, for the Philippine Coast Guard, can deploy our vessels anytime we'd like within the vicinity of Skoda Shoal.
Sinabi niya na ang Sabina ay mas malaki kaysa sa Scarborough at iginiit na hindi mapipigilan ng China ang Pilipinas na magpadala ng mga patrol vessel sa paligid ng 137 square kilometer feature. Sa pagbanggit sa operational security, hindi niya sasabihin kung gaano kabilis makakapagpadala ang Pilipinas ng isa pang barko sa lugar. Para sa mas madaming update tungkol sa ating depensa, paki-follow at like muna ng aming page na nasa description na ang link. Huwag mo na rin kalimutan mag-like, share and subscribe. Pindutin mo na rin ang bell para updated kayo sa aking mga bagong video. Maraming salamat po.